So Phil, meron tayong chance na to get the twice to beat advantage. How does the team feel about that? Tsaka ano yung plan natin to go to that?
I think it's a great opportunity for us to have a twice to beat advantage, and it feels great kasi advantage nga talaga siya for us and to step up in the ranking. And we feel na we should work hard pa rin, focus on our games, and just play our game. Yeah.
You know, Ian, 3 times Ateneo has been in the Final Four, 3 straight times since Charo Soriano towards the end of her playing career. And then the last 2 with this batch, they've never had the twice to beat advantage. That's right. So that's one thing that Coach Roger Goreyeb is aiming for with a win today against the veteran Coach Nespa Millar, of course, from the FEU side. This is going to be a battle here at the arena in San Juan, and it's all live and exclusive here on Studio 23 when we come back.
First referee, Mr. Philip Sison, international referee. Second referee, Mr. Rodrigo Rojas, national referee. Let's call on our starting lineup from Our Lady Tamaraws of the Far Eastern University. Let's start off with our team captain with jersey number 12, Giselle C. At number 2, Majorie Rojas. Wearing jersey number 5, Rosemary Vargas. At number 11, Mary Rose Banyel. Wearing jersey number 15, Gwyneth Eulalio. And at number 4, Marie Tony Basas. Libero, number 1, Christine Agno. Head coach, Mr. Nestor Pamilar. Calling on Our Lady Eagles from the Ateneo de Manila University. Team captain with jersey number 15, Phil St. Merced Kainglet. At number 12, Jamanea Ferrer. Wearing jersey number 2, Eliza Valdez. At number 8, Jarela Marie De Jesus. At number 16, Angeline Marie Hervasio. And at number 7, Elise Carol Nakachi. Libero, number 13, Denise Michelle Lazaro. Head coach, Mr. Roger Goreyeb. The best of luck
Roger
to
Goreyeb
both teams.
pulling a little rabbit out of his hat, Coach Doc Ian. Usually Gretchen Ho starts, one of the more popular Ateneo players. Starts for Ateneo, but it is Ella Jorella, the elevator.
That's right. So it just means that really Coach Roger was really looking forward to this game. He knew that he had to make some adjustments after what happened in the first round. Probably he found a solution, or probably a better option for them.
The opposites also in terms of winning traditions. 29 championships for FEU. None for Ateneo. Still searching for their very first, and we are off here at the arena in San Juan. And as we said, Eliza Valdez here. In the first round, there were obviously flashes of brilliance of what we knew that she was going to be a great player here in the seniors division. She had some health problems, a couple of bouts with cramps also in a couple of games.
That's right.
But here in the second round, she has been on. Remember, she had a game where she scored 30 points. She had a game with 27. She had a game with 21 and then 18. She has really come alive here.
That's
comfortable already in her role here.
That's true. Sabi ko nga she was a bit unsure what her role was going to be. Would she be back up to the older players? But now she's accepted that she's the first option. Sabi ko, pagkadikitan, sa kanya bibigay. And tinutulungan naman siya ng more senior players like sila Phil and Z. They help her out in that role. And that's why we're seeing a better performance from Alisa this second round.
FEU with an early lead. Speaking of the school, let's go right into this report courtesy of Victor Lopez.
the loss to Adamson, the pressure of this game, even the fact that they are a young team, these are all factors that could affect the girls today. But the girls did reassure me that their passion for the game is what will help them overcome any and all things today. That being said, for them, if a place in the Final Four wasn't enough motivation for this game, the girls also told me that they want to avenge their loss against Ateneo and hopefully show that they can keep in pace with the number 2 team and that they do deserve the spot they're going to get if they win today. Boom and Ian.
16 Final Four appearances for FEU in the women's division. The most among the 8 schools here in the league. 15 for UST. 16.
Wow.
Since the Final Four format was instituted.
That's right. And another matchup that's interesting to watch is between Giselle C and Jen Ferrer.
The number 1 and number 2.
Yes, that's right.
Valdes and Vargas.
Oh.
You have Eulalio and Kainglet.
That's right. In the middle. And you've got 2 setters that almost the same height, the same build, and they really take control of their team. So napakagandang panoorin itong matchup between the centers.
Great observation as we look at this attack, the tip, finding a spot.
That's how much respect FEU has for Elisa Valdes.
Triple block.
From the middle. Not her usual attack spot, but still, she managed to get a triple block in front of her. What she did, just push it out, got that point off speed.
Point for Ateneo. It was out. Off the block. 3 serving 4. It is the rookie. And she comes into this team very lucky too, because she doesn't come as a savior of any program. She comes into this team with an established program with veterans who have been with Coach Roger. So she eases into the team perfectly, talking about Elisa Valdes. All right, more from Ateneo from Jazz Reyes.
Thanks, Boom. So I talked to Coach Roger a while ago and I asked him what contributed to such a performance that the Lady Eagles have been having. And he told me that, it's not anything special. It's just the fact that the Lady Eagles have been playing with an inspired game all the time, that their hunger to their goal never falters, whether they come off from a good or a bad game. For today and the entire second round, actually, Coach Roger's sole goal is to get that twice-to-beat advantage, saying that will be our focus from today until the end of this round. We won't be thinking too much about the future. We just have to get this done first. Ian and Boo.
Thank you very much, Jazz. One of the better servers of the league, the 4th best actually, has been serving since the 2nd point. And now they're ahead. 5 serving 4. Kainglet with a dig. De Jesus swiping it off, but nobody touched it.
That's right. Nothing from the block. That was sent straight to the outside. And Ateneo, remember, when they said that they were looking at that number 2 spot, remember, they still have a chance to... They will face LaSalle, but obviously LaSalle would still get a firm hold of that number 1 spot. So ayaw na nilang pakawalan to. Sabi ko nga, they don't want to get into that crazy mix for 3rd and 4th between the other 3 teams vying for that 3rd and 4th spot.
That drops in.
Hits the spot. 6
for Baniel. 6 serving 5 now. Not really so strong, just right.
Yes. That's a long ball. Yan yung sinasabi natin.
Correct.
They avoid the block, make sure that ball just drops into the end zone. And that's a good strategy if you've got an Ateneo front line for Ateneo.
Ferrer with a one-hand set. That drops in.
Wow, lucky break there.
Coach Roger didn't like the way Phil received the ball, but we are tied at 6.
A one-handed set. Wow. I thought it was on its way out, but still, it landed on the line.
Ateneo still has had reception problems in this tournament. Oh, regalo na binigay sa regalo. Nakachi finding a spot in the middle just right to give them a 1-point lead. 7 serving 6.
Nakachi with 2 points.
Correct.
Early on.
Now, Mosi has really said it perfectly. People take her for granted.
Yeah.
But she has contributed in the most unexpected times for Ateneo. Hindi mo pwedeng paniwalain as Gwyneth Eulalio, as we mentioned, 12th best scorer of the league, putting it away.
That's a perfect set for her.
Yep.
Kita mo naman, only a single block in front of Eulalio. Had the right angle to drill that ball into. So
tit for tat. Volleyball so far 7 all. Back set.
Nice set.
Pasas is checked. There's another back row attack. Then Lazaro goes to the captain. Kainglet off speed. She does that very well. One of the best in the league.
Great court recognition. Able to spot that empty hole in the middle.
Timeout. Back in a moment. We're back with you here at the arena in San Juan. Here's the adjustment by the captain, getting them a point, 8-7, telling everybody else that they need to communicate better here at the onset of this match between Ateneo and FEU. FEU needs this win to stay in the mix for Final Four contention, while Ateneo needs this win to separate themselves, just to make sure that there are no more complications of anybody catching up to them. They have UP and LaSalle as their next opponents. And if FU wins today, that ties them again with Adamson and UST. Adamson and UST will meet each other next Saturday.
That's true.
FU still has UE to hurdle, which is always dangerous. So abangan nyo po ang ating wind-up dito.
That's right. So bottom line, all these remaining games do matter, and nothing is definite when it comes to the championship, when it comes to the ranking. So these last remaining games for these teams would really spell the season for them.
Yes. Abangan nyo yung mga developments, mga pangyayari towards the end of the second round. At yung mga explanation ng mga ibang mga panelists namin dahil wala po kaming kakwenta-kwentang pakinggan. Wala pa kaming maisasabi sa inyo.
Sa ngayon, wala pa talaga. It's just like, for this game, for FU, they have both different reasons for wanting this win. For FU, to make sure that they go into the Final Four. Itong Ateneo naman is for that twice-to-beat advantage. Again, that is still
up in the air.
Up in the air if our format would be a Final Four.
That's right. Or the step ladder, depending, of course, on LaSalle that sails out. LaSalle still has Ateneo and National University, if I'm not mistaken, as their final assignments. That's right. NU first and then Ateneo to end the elimination round. That's out.
3 points.
Again, errors would definitely play a very, very important role here with these two teams. But so far, they've had very few. And I like the way that they're receiving the ball. That's why we're seeing a lot of good plays coming from the middle for FEU and for the side of Ateneo. Ooh, this was a long ball for Vargas. Again, that's her main problem, her consistency. Once she gets that ball up in the air and she goes up for it, the power will always be there, but the consistency and, of course, yung percentage na papasok, yun pa yung kulang dito kay Vargas.
But a tremendous improvement for her from last year.
Oh, yeah. Doc? Huge improvement.
Last year, she was just all about power. That's it. This year, developed a little bit of a variety, a little more control of that power.
Just like this lady here.
Oh, yes. Another one.
Rojas.
14th best scorer in the league. She's also in the top 10 of blocking.
That's right.
Actually, she's number 4.
Look at that. With the left hand, it's so hard to judge where she's going to bring that ball in that quick attack. And the Ateneo block should recognize that.
They go to Ella.
Outside shot.
She's underneath the ball.
Got bothered by the block of FEU.
It's Roger Gorayeb. His 4th year.
That's right. He's actually at the crossroads for this team. You know, he was there when the rebuilding started. Now he's got 4th-year players, and they have the best chance right now to get into the finals, which they never have accomplished.
In fairness to him,